video is not about cutting off on a certain amount of question. It's not about, you know, we want to pass on the first try, absolutely, but it's not about that. You know, even when you get licensed, people make you feel bad if you cut off on 100 questions or 200 questions. At the end of the day, you still pass, whether it was 75 or 100 questions, because you're gonna go and get a job with somebody that cut off on 75. You guys are gonna get paid the same. You guys are gonna get the same entry-level position. It's nothing more special about that person that cut off at an earlier score than you. Not at all. What builds a nurse is experience, it's knowledge, it's being able to work in multiple environments and being able to adjust. That is what makes a good nurse, not the amount of questions you cut off on, not the amount of time that you took an Nclex or a board exam. So I want to share my experience in taking the LPN, the RN, and the board exam for my nurse practitioner. When I was 17 years old, I graduated high school with a diploma and also my LPN certification. So I was able to sit down at 18 years old to take my LPN Nclex exam. And let me tell you, I took that exam 3 times. The first 2 times I took it, I did it immediately after I graduated. Within, I want to say, within 30 to 60 days of graduating high school, I sat and took my Nclex exam. The first try, I did not pass it, and that was so devastating to me. And I'll be very honest with you guys, I didn't really study much. I didn't study as I should have, just because I was always at the top of my class in LPN school. I would always ace all my exams. I did very, very, very well in LPN school. So I just assumed if I always got A's on all my exams, the Nclex is gonna be like another exam. I'll get an A and everything will be fine. Mind you, I was 18 years old. You know, I was a little young, I was naive, and I didn't really take the exam as serious as I should have. So that was a great reason. That was a great contributor to why I did not pass the first time. So yada yada yada, I took it more seriously. I studied my heart out, or I thought I did. But I also doubted myself, like, wow, how do I, you know, go from getting all A's in school to, you know, just failing that exam? And that was just so devastating to me. So I already started putting negative thoughts into my own head, like, what if I don't pass it again? Like, what if I fail again? You know, even though I was very smart, I had the knowledge, I kept doubting myself. I kept saying, what if, what if, what if? And guess what? Whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. Second time I took it, within, I wanna say 30 days of not passing the first one, I did not pass it again. And for both of these exams, I literally took the maximum number of questions that you could have received. This was like 8 to 9 years ago, you guys. So I believe it was like 205 questions. I don't know in 2024 what is the maximum question for LPN, but I know I went to 205 on both exams. And after talking to many people and doing research, they said, you know, that could be a good indicator that you're getting a good amount of questions right, but it wasn't enough to, you know, meet that algorithm to pass that exam. So they kept giving you more and more and more and more questions to meet the algorithm. So I mean, I guess that was good news, where I was possibly doing well, but, you know, just kept doubting myself. So I didn't pass for the second time. And at that time, I was 18, about to be 19 years old. I was so devastated. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to give this exam a break. My ultimate dream, my ultimate goal was to become a nurse practitioner. It was nice that I had that opportunity in high school to become an LPN, but that was not my ultimate goal. A lot of people graduate high school, they don't graduate with the LPN certificate or any type of certification. So you know, it didn't really matter to me. I didn't feel like I was losing out. A lot of people my age were just getting regular jobs, you know, right out of high school, any job they can get. So I just figured I'll be like, you know, all the rest of them and just get a job, go to school, and focus on my ultimate goal to become a nurse practitioner. So I went straight for my bachelor's degree, you know, starting with the associates. And then I entered the BSN program, I believe at 20 or 21 years old, or 20 going on 21 years old. And I think within 6 months of being in that BSN program, I took all the basic classes like med-surg, foundation of nursing, and it literally refreshed my mind. Everything came so easy to me in these 2 classes. I'm like, I think I can possibly go back. You know, I know it's 2 years later from when I graduated LPN school, but I feel so confident in this material. I think I can go back and take that LPN exam. And that's what I did. And like I said, whatever you put in your mind, I felt so confident, so knowledgeable in myself. Like I truly believe like, oh my God, I'll pass it. Like this is very easy. I don't know. It just clicked in my head. Went back to take that LPN exam for the 3rd time. And guess what? I passed it with flying colors. And I don't want to be that person to say I cut off on a certain number. But the computer, you know, shut down on me immediately. It's like I just knew all the answers. Everything came so natural to me. But I think not only was I prepared with the information, but I truly had a different mindset. I was more confident. I was more positive. I believed in myself. And I think all that really played a part in me passing the LPN exam. So fast forward a 1.5 years later, I complete the RN program. Same situation. I felt very proud of myself that I went back 2 years later, passing my LPN, was working as an LPN while I was in RN school, which was amazing. And that mindset really just changed everything for me. And of course, like I put the time, I am not joking. I think I graduated 25 days later. It was not even 30 days. My exam was scheduled, I want to say maybe 45 days after graduation. I kept bringing the day closer. It went from 45 to 35 to 30 to 25. And I said, I feel like I could take the exam tomorrow. I went on the computer. I seen a test date the very next day. I went to bed, went to take that exam, passed it with flying colors. Once again, it was a mindset thing. You know, I do battle with anxiety. I am an overthinker. So once I threw all of that out the window, you know, I already knew the information. 'Cause of course, if you're gonna graduate, pass your exit exam, you know the information. It's there. It's just now applying it to take this exam. So you're capable of doing it. You just have to stay calm, and you really, really have to believe in yourself. And now, fast forward, I want to say 3 to 4 years later, time to take the board exam for my nurse practitioner. And I decided to register for both exams. And the reason is because I wanted to have a great chance of passing on the first try, so that I don't have to redo paperwork, because I was very anxious after 3.5 years of being in school. I was very anxious and starting to work and getting my career moving. So I'm like, I'm gonna just register for both exams. Hopefully I pass one. And that's exactly what happened. I took the exam, I passed one, and honestly, from other nurse practitioners I've heard, there is really no point in having 2 licenses, because that's more money that you have to spend to renew your license, and a lot of CEs credits that you have to do over the years when it comes to renewing. So it, regardless of the type of exam you take, it doesn't matter. I just know I passed one exam and I was ecstatic, and that was enough for me. So I was good on that. So that's my story. That's my testimony for you guys. You know, at 27 years old, I obtained 3 licenses, became a nurse practitioner with my doctorate's degree, and I did fail the Nclex LPN twice, okay? And I did not cut off on 75 questions on my LPN exam. So I don't want nobody to get so caught up on that 75 question, 85 question minimum, because guess what? Here now, I've been a nurse for over 8 years. I'm thriving. I've worked in so many different specialties. I've worked in so many different hospitals. I was able to snag my first nurse practitioner job within a month of graduating, and I did phenomenally well. They loved me at the location I was working. So that just goes to show you, an exam does not define you. It doesn't define the type of nurse you'll be, and it doesn't define where you're gonna be in the next 3 to 4 to 5 years. So don't ever be bothered by people asking those type of questions, and just wipe it off your shoulder and keep going. Believe in yourself. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching my video. If you found this helpful, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I post a video. And I also want to tell you guys, I do provide one-to-one coaching sessions. If you guys are interested in discussing nursing school, anything about nursing, finance, definitely I'll put my email down below. You can contact me and we can connect. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.